Welcome back, readers. So, for today's read aloud, we are going to be reading Ish by Peter H. Reynolds. One thing I want to remind you of, readers, is that no one is perfect. And after reading this story, I'm hoping you understand that. Some people might come close, but everyone is always learning and trying things out. In this book, Ramon loves to draw until one day his older brother Leon laughs at his art. Think about how you would feel if that happened to you. I, for example, am someone who's really sensitive about things like that. So I can only imagine that Ramon might be feeling horrible because if that were to happen to me, I know I would be heartbroken. Well, as we are reading this book, we are going to be working on making meaningful connections. That's a big skill to learn in kindergarten because that means we are working towards empathizing with our characters, understanding how the characters in the story are feeling. Connecting to characters helps us understand how they might be feeling throughout the story, and empathizing with characters helps us understand the story even better. So in this book, let's put ourselves in Ramon's shoes. Let's think about how he might be feeling throughout the story. And let's also think and talk about what we notice about how Ramon's feelings change throughout the story. This will hopefully help us understand the author's message at the end, because most books usually have a message that the author wants to drive home the heart of the story. So let's work on doing that by empathizing with the characters. So let's start our reading. Ish by Peter H. Reynolds. Ish by Peter H. Reynolds. Ramon loved to draw. Anytime, anything, anywhere. OMG, readers. Not even going to the restroom can keep Ramon from drawing. Look, he's zoodling as he's on the toilet. One day, Ramon was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother Leon leaned over his shoulder. Leon burst out laughing. "What is that?" he asked. You know, just the tone in which Leon said that would make me feel awful. I hope you haven't had to experience that, readers, but I have. And I can tell you that from my own experiences, having someone laugh at something that you love to do is horrible. It might even make you not want to do that thing that you love to do anymore. I wonder if that is how Ramon is feeling. Just look at his face. What do you think? I'm also wondering who that person is in the corner. Who might she be? Maybe his sister? Ramon could not even answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. Leon's laughter haunted Ramon. He kept trying to make his drawings look right, but they never did. After many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Ramon put his pencil down. "I'm done." After many months. I can't believe that Ramon has been thinking about Leon's words for so long. Why do you think Ramon can't get those words out of his head? And I have to think that he's keeping those words in his heart, readers, because it's changed the way that he's felt about drawing. Do you remember at the beginning of the story when Ramon was drawing everywhere he could, anytime he could? And then right after his brother said that, what is that? It just changed the way he looked at drawing. And I know that because he crumpled many pieces of paper. He threw that picture of the flowers in the vase across the room. It changed the way he felt. So I know that it changed his heart. Why do you think? Can you turn and talk and tell the person next to you? Maybe how would you feel if you were Ramon? Okay, let's come back together. Marisol, his sister, was watching him. What do you want? He snapped. I was watching you draw, she said. Ramon sneered. I'm not drawing. Go away. Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a crumpled sheet of paper. Hey! Come back here with that! Ramon raced after Marisol, up the hall and into her room. Wow, readers, Ramon seems really angry. I wonder if even though he said, I'm not drawing, go away, that is part of the reason he snapped at his sister, because of how he was feeling about his drawing. And I also am wondering, readers, where is she taking that crumpled piece of paper? Readers, it seems as if Marisol has taped so many drawings, many of Ramon's drawings in her room. I wonder why she did that. He was about to yell, but fell silent when he saw his sister's walls. He stared at the crumpled gallery. This is one of my favorites, Marisol said, pointing. That was supposed to be a vase of flowers, Ramon said, but it doesn't look like one. Well, it looks vase-ish, she exclaimed. Vase-ish? Ramon looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls and began to see them in a whole new way. They do look ish, he said. Ramon felt light and energized. Thinking ishly allowed his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt, loose lines, quickly springing out without worry. Ramon once again drew and drew the world around him, making an ish drawing felt wonderful. Okay, readers, let's stop and connect with the character. It looks as if, after talking with Marisol, Ramon felt differently about his drawing again. How do you think Marisol's words affected Ramon's feelings in the story? Can you turn and talk and tell the person next to you? Again, how do you think Marisol helped Ramon change his perspective? What do you think was it about what Marisol said to Ramon that made him think differently? Okay, let's come back together. He filled his journals. Tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, afternoon-ish, fish-ish, sun-ish. Ramon realized he could draw ish feelings too. Peace-ish, silly-ish, excited-ish. His ish art inspired ish writing. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poem-ish. One spring morning, Ramon had a wonderful feeling. It was a feeling that even ish words and ish drawings could not capture. He decided not to capture it. Instead, he simply savored it. And Ramon lived ishfully ever after. Readers, have you ever been in similar situations like Ramon? A situation where at first you felt bad about something, but then felt different? I'm thinking, readers, and you don't have to agree, you might think something different, but I'm thinking that Marisol helped him realize that things don't exactly have to be perfect. As long as you're trying your best, that is good enough, and that is your best work, and you should be proud of it. Sometimes, readers, our feelings can change with time. Our feelings can also change with a little help, just like in this story with Ramon and Marisol. We as people change. So remember, not everyone is perfect. Like Ramon, we are all ishly doing things. You just have to try your best and be open to change. And I think that's what the author's message in the story was, that you don't have to be perfect, but you can try your best, and your best is good enough. Well, thank you for reading with me today. I can't wait to read with you again tomorrow. Bye bye.